Now we're going to go through the process of applying this UV protection. You can see how full it is to start, so we'll kind of take a inventory of how much we use after one application. But it's best to shake it once you get it. Make sure you set the nozzle to spray. And first few pumps will just kind of get the air out. And once you get the air out, it'll start spraying. And I would just, 8, 9, 10 sprays should cover it pretty good. Roll it out just to get a nice smooth coat over the whole thing. You can be kind of firm with your pressure on this. Now this print has sat for a few days, so the longer you let it sit, just the longer the ink gets to absorb into the canvas, and the less ink comes up on your roller, the more ink stays on the canvas. So we advise, at least a few hours before you apply this application. If you are in a rush, I would suggest a hair dryer. But first coat, just kind of get a nice even coat all the way around. If you happen to put too much on, I'll put another spray or two. You'll see it kind of bubble in areas. And let's see, there's some bubbles. And that will just go away if you let it sit for a little bit. Just keep working it. Go lighter and lighter and lighter with your strokes. This one here has already been applied to the backing board. It doesn't matter if you do it with the board or without. I would suggest using cardboard though, just to keep the overspray from getting on your table. So now I'm just going to let that sit with those bubbles for 20 seconds, and then we'll just get lighter with the pressure with our roller. You can see hardly any inks come up off on this, so that kind of proves it's all adhered to the canvas. It's already starting to disappear a little bit. Just come in nice and light pressure, and all those go away. You're just left with a nice sheen. It'll dry perfectly in about 5 or 10 minutes. And then we advise doing a second coat to give it just a nice long protection. And if you look at this, you can see, we didn't use too much. It's hard to tell with the bubbles, but you should be able to get many applications out of one bottle.